3 years ago, I had a dream to build a giant ant house. Basically a house with a feature gallery style ant room. I went looking for a property for the ant house, and when I found it, I went straight to work. It was easily the biggest project I've ever worked on in my life. As mentioned, the biggest feature of the ant house was a large high-tech museum-style ant room, where I could house all my pet ant colonies and beasts on this channel, and film them in ways I've never been able to before. It's been a long journey since I first began. Delays, road bumps, and even the pandemic, completion and move-in date kept being pushed back, and back, and back. And the last move-in date was supposed to be December of 2021. And well, it's January 1st now, and I've got some news to share. Today, I'll be updating you on the progress of the most ambitious project I've ever worked on, building the ultimate ant house. Welcome everyone to the AntsCanada Ant Channel. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Welcome to the AC family. Enjoy. AC family, so many of you have been asking for an update on the ant house, so today I will do just that. As you can see, it's still not done, and nowhere near finished, and I'll be explaining why in a bit. The total drama I've been through over the past few months since I last updated you guys on this ant house has been a hard lesson to learn. But do stay tuned until the end, because there are a few things I'd like to share with you guys that I haven't shown you yet, as well as some changes. So AC family, now let's get on with the tour. So this is the ant room as of this past week. As you can see, it's still a little bare, but there have been a few minor refinements since I last updated you guys on the ant house 5 months ago. Now, in any ordinary circumstance, it's atrocious that the construction has been moving at such a turtle pace, but there's a very unfortunate reason for that, and I'll get to that later. But first, check this out. For those that didn't see the last ant house video, this here is the utility area. And all you owners of aquariums, terrariums, and ant farms surely know the need for an area like this. Basically, for washing up tanks, tank decor, instruments, etc. When it's finished, it should look like this. Cupboards, cabinets, and shelving for storage and placement of instruments and books. A sink, a granite countertop, a fridge to place ant and other pet food that needs chilling or freezing, pin lights, spotlights, a slated ceiling over this utility area, and solid flooring. As you can see, the colors I chose for our ant room are mostly neutral dark colors, which helps when I film in the ant room to minimize reflections, and also gives the room a nice modern man cave feel. The colors will also make the vibrant ant setups pop when situated around the ant room. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments. Moving along, as you can see, the windows are still not installed, as they will be the last thing to happen in the ant room, like the icing on the cake. The glass panes are custom ordered and will be imported from out of the country. That installation should be crazy. As for the floor, half the room is ready for tiling. The other half will be done soon. As mentioned, the tiling chosen will probably be a neutral color like dark or rocky gray, just to make the ant setup stand out. We'll see. Here's something I want to show you guys. These things sticking out of the floor mark where we will be installing floor outlets, so we don't have cables running across the room to the walls. They can be hidden in sub-tank stands. So again, no spaghetti cables, which is a huge problem in the current ant room. This whole section here will be glass. Now here's something new. Check out this feature wall. I've decided to rock clad it. Doesn't it look cool? So here's where I plan on hanging some kind of logo in LED where it can say the Antiverse. I think that should look super neat. At this feature wall, I hope to place a huge feature ant terrarium that I'm extra proud of. I was thinking we could also try growing climbing vines and plants onto this wall. What do you guys think? The rock cladding continues all the way up to the second floor, but we still need to do the rest of the second floor. We'll go up there in just a minute. Looking up, you may notice the rectangular holes where glass floors will be installed. I can't wait for those to be installed as well. Going up to the second floor, not much change here. Again, floor outlets arranged in places where I felt ant setups would go. And here's what I love the most about this ant room: the viewing deck. It's from this vantage point where we get the most gorgeous view of the lush bamboo forest in the yard. I don't know about you, but I could sit here and watch this all day. Now here's another new thing. Originally, the plan was to have a rail here, so that we could kind of look down to the first floor of the ant room, and possibly even build a 2-story high ant setup. But after thinking about it for a while, I figured building a 2-story high setup might compromise and block this panoramic view of the forest. So I changed my mind, and came up with an even greater idea for this space. I hope to put a net where I, as well as guests visiting the ant room, could crawl onto and just sleep, chill, and admire the view of the forest. Like we were spiders all hanging out on a web. A few throw pillows and blankets might make this area super cool. Hopefully our guests aren't afraid of heights. The roof is pretty high on the second floor, so if I wanted to build a super tall ant setup, I still could. Out here is the roof deck, where I could also have ant and critter setups. There will be a huge roof here, eventually. And we do plan on building a storage shed up here for various supplies, tanks, and hardscape. So now that we're here, check this out. Looking down 3 stories, you will see the ant house's giant aviary. The aviary will essentially be a massive 3-story tropically designed terrarium where I plan on housing birds and anything else I can find that might be able to live harmoniously within it. It will be surrounded by glass, viewable from all floors, and have a retractable roof in case of torrential downpour. And what's cool is, the aviary will have an automatic rain shower system. So if it gets too dry and I need to water the plants, I could just hit a switch and watch it rain. The drains in the floors are covered to keep snakes and unwanted creatures from coming into the aviary from the outside. I'm pretty sure some wild ant colonies will eventually be moving into this aviary too, and I can't wait to film them when they do. Pretty cool, right? The whole house is designed around the ants. This giant room here is the studio room, where I plan on having our AntsCanada production team for this channel edit the videos. Currently, I'm editing these ant videos by myself, but once I can have a team to help me out, we'll hopefully be able to upload these ant videos much more frequently and better quality. I'm even building a professional sound recording booth where I can record the voiceovers for these videos. Our kitchen has a huge U-shaped counter with electrical outlets at every seat for the AC team and I to have our meetings and discussions on all things ants and this channel. The ants will have 24-hour security guards and dozens of security cameras and smart triggers, just in case someone crazy decides to kidnap my ants. Hey, you can never be too careful. These ants are like our children. Okay, and now AC family, something a bit more serious. It's time for the sad news. So the sad news is, as you may have deduced, we won't be moving into the ant house just yet. What happened was, we had to change contractors. For those of you who aren't into construction and don't know what that means, it means I had to discontinue working with the company that was hired to build this ant house. The exact details of why I had to switch contractors is something I must deal with privately for now. But if any of you have had to build a home and then change contractors, you know how big of a mess it can be. So, needless to say, 4 months ago, the construction of the ant house came to a full stop. There was lots of paperwork, money lost, and for a moment I felt like this ant house would not be completed anytime this year or next. I was completely distraught. But AC family, sometimes when you hit a dead end and come face to face with a challenge, it's a blessing. Turns out I found another very skilled contractor, and the house construction has resumed, better and faster than ever. This new contractor is very experienced, and I'm learning a ton of new things about building a home of our scale. Good news is, we'll probably be moving in this year, sometime in the first or second quarter. I'd love to move in by March, but one thing I learned from working with this new contractor is that ambitious projects like this do take some time and need to be done right. No cutting corners, no cheap building materials, etc. We need this ant room and ant house to be done right. So, I'm praying we can finally move in with our various ant colonies soon. That is the current update of the ant house construction. New beginnings are some of the most exciting times in life, and it's an understatement that this ant house excites me to no end, despite it being the most challenging and hardest thing I've ever worked on in my entire life. This ant house has been a crazy dream that somehow is on its way to becoming a reality. But the biggest thing I've learned through all of it is that when chasing your dream, you will inevitably run into challenges. The bigger the dream, the bigger the challenges. Nothing great comes easy in life, but with every failure and every challenge comes a stepping stone and an opportunity to get stronger, wiser, more prepared. And when you do realize that dream, it will all be that much more gratifying. I pinch myself every day, asking myself if all this is real. I want to also take this opportunity to thank you guys, AC family, for making my dreams come true. None of this could have been possible without all of you supporting my ant videos over the years. And man, have there been many. Thank you for letting ants into your hearts, following their stories, and giving ants a chance. This is just the beginning, AC family. The most exciting times are coming up for the channel and the ants we love. So if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to join our ever-growing AC family. Until the day we finally move into the finished ant house, thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, and may each of you achieve your greatest dreams this year. It's Ant Love forever.